to a live Shaw Sports presentation.
Welcome inside Vancouver Island University, the gymnasium here for this PACWEST bronze medal matchup on the women's side of the PACWEST Championships for 2018. My name is Ryan Waters. Avneet Brar joins us on the broadcast as well. We should be in for a dandy here today. But both teams, man, they're coming off losses last night, heartbreaking losses. VIU losing by a point. Douglas, the number one seed going into the tournament, losing last night to Commotion. How do you come out of a loss in a semifinal? Your gold medal dreams are dashed, and then get ready for this bronze medal game.
It's really, really hard, and I'm sure the coaches talked about it with their teams, and it hurt last night, but a really good way to get back into it is kind of honor your seniors and play for your seniors. The Mariners losing two athletes, they're graduating, they're not fifth years, and the Douglas College Royals have a handful of seniors, and they've been in the championship game before, two championship games in a row, and then losing in the semifinals and finally winning it last year, so I'm sure this is a bit of heartbreak for them. Yeah,
absolutely. Talked to Coach Steve Beauchamp before the game here today, and he said, yeah, the girls are disappointed, but we have 6 seniors, as you alluded to.
Yeah.
They're playing for those seniors to try to win themselves a medal before they head home. Climb aboard the ferry. They're going to stay here tonight for the men's final before heading home tomorrow, but they certainly want to have a bronze medal around their neck.
I really do think that, if Douglas were to come out or VIU were to come out and get the bronze medal, despite not winning the gold medal, it would still be a memorable experience for the team, and maybe a memory that you would have years down the road that you were able to regroup and stick together and win something together after heartbreak.
They met 3 times during the regular season. Mariners winning twice. The Royals win the tip. This is Ellen Follis. She will drive, lay it up, but can't get it to go. And Juliet King will clear it for the Mariners, and that's how this one begins. Emma Plattner, terrific player all season long. Her jumper is no good. Follis will clear the board, and here come the Royals.
Mariners going with a little bit of a different starting lineup today, starting Juliet King to match up with Rachel Beauchamp. She's very tough on the glass, and it'll be a tough matchup.
This is Beasley. She'll jack a 3. Can't get that one to go a little too hard, and there's Rachel Beauchamp with a board. Averaged a double-double during the regular season. Castillo takes a step to her left, launches a 3, no good. And there's Emily Clark. What a terrific semifinal she had yesterday.
Yeah, she was outstanding all over the glass and rebounding hard, getting to the basket. Look for her versus Sarah Jorgensen to be an X-Factor matchup tonight.
Clark, 27 points in the tournament, 25 rebounds. Platter gets it to King. Short jumper with 8 on the shot clock, no good. And there's Clark, an offensive board. Had a ton yesterday, tried to go up, but blocked there by Follis. Clark gets it back, 9 on the shot clock. Mialin will drive, a couple of nifty moves, can't get that one to go. Tipped up, and here comes Amber Beasley. Beasley in her 5th and final season to Jorgensen. She'll drive, can't get it to go, but a harm against Jorgensen, the 5th-year senior as well, out of Calgary. There's the replay of Jorgensen.
Yeah, Mariners struggling to get back in transition there, and Jorgensen exploiting that, getting to the free throw line for 2.
Doesn't look like they're going to give her a shooting foul.
Oh, they didn't give her the continuation.
Plattner with the foul. That's her first out of Bend, Oregon. Hollis will drive it in. Now Castillo. Castillo gets into the high post. Here comes Jorgensen, lays it up and can't get that one to go, and King will clear her second board.
Here come the Mariners on the break. Olivia Mialin, very aggressive in transition.
She will be hacked and go to the line. That's what we need to see from the Mariners. Actually, both teams is that aggressiveness going to the hoop. And here she comes. Working on Castillo. She's got the height advantage.
Nice little crossover, goes to the inside hand scoop, draws the foul.
Her first free throw is good.
Nothing but net.
And we finally have a point. Almost 2 minutes into this first quarter. Her second free throw is short, and Beauchamp has another board.
The Royals really like to slow the pace down, and the Mariners like to speed it up. So we'll see who will be on the winning side of that speed game.
Castillo on the right side, up to Beauchamp. Trying to get it down low to Jorgensen. She's working on Clark, lefty, and it's good to go. And Jorgensen gets the Royals on the board. And it's 2-1, right back the other way. Van Bergen, she needs to have a big game, and Beauchamp gets her 3rd rebound. Early on, here comes Follis. Follis over to Beasley. Beasley will drive. pull up, gets it inside, and her shot no good, but she'll go to the line.
Yeah, more of an up-tempo game than the Royals would like, I'm sure, but they're seeing an advantage and they're going for it.
What's funny, you just mentioned they don't want to go up-tempo, but they hustled across the line in this opportunity, and Beasley didn't wait for her teammate. She went to the hole.
Yeah, I think the Royals have a lot of confidence knowing if they do take a shot, they've got Rachel Beauchamp flying in to clean it up, trying to get a rebound.
So Beasley, who is quite the connection here to Douglas, her dad, played for her current head coach, Steve Beauchamp, when he was the head coach of the men's team.
Yeah, and when he was, there's a lot of interconnectedness. He was the head coach of the men's team when our assistant Mark Simpson was the head coach of the men's team at VIU. They met in the '94 national final.
There you go. 2 for 2 for Beasley, and the Royals have a lead 4-1. We should mention that Av is an assistant coach with the VIU Mariners men's team, getting ready for gold against Douglas here tonight. That'll be a good matchup. Royals and Mariners part 2 here on Championship Saturday. Here's Plattner. Plattner gets to the line. She finds Clark slashing to the hole. Clark will go up and can't get it to go. 4th rebound for Beauchamp. And Beasley will send it down the floor. Castillo gets to the hoop and can't get that one to go. Clark with a rebound. Plattner wants to run. Van Bergen. Van Bergen will pull up. Get it back to Plattner. Plattner wants to drive. Little runner, no good. Touched the bottom of the net, but goes out of bounds. And we'll have our first substitution. Nanaya Miki will come in from Osaka, Japan.
Yeah, Mariners playing off of a lot of early ball screens. We'll see if they can look to get the ball in the post like they have the past 2 games to start the game and get to the free throw line a little bit.
That's the tricky part, though, when you have Follis and Beauchamp down there guarding for the Royals. Miki here is Beauchamp. Now Beasley. Beasley wants to go underneath. Jorgensen up, and she'll be hacked. Mjolland will get hit with the foul.
Excellent job by the Royals. They're running the weak side duck in. Beauchamp, as you can see, popping up for a catch, and Jorgensen just flashing in. Caught Emily Clark looking at the ball, and she gets a post up.
Kira Johnston will check in for the Mariners as Jorgensen misses her first free throw. Second team All-Star is Sarah Jorgensen out of Calgary, playing in her final game for the Royals and in the PACWEST. One of 6 seniors. Her second free throw is good. So 5-1 Mariners early on, or Royals, pardon me. 6:52 to go, opening quarter of this bronze medal game. Van Bergen, she's been hot from behind the arc this tournament. Now King on the baseline. Her jumper's good.
Nice shot by King, great pass by Van Bergen, working the inside game a little bit.
King with now 11 points in the tournament. We'll have a flurry of activity at the substitution table as Miki has it going down low. Beauchamp working on King. Her up and under, no good. Gets her own rebound. She'll go up again, hit nothing, and King with the rebound. Plattner wants to run. Cross court.
Found her
Van
favorite partner in
Bergen.
transition.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
and an air ball. And Castillo wants to run the other way. Castillo will go cross court. Beasley, jack of 3. It's good. Amber Beasley. 5 points in the quarter. There's 6 minutes to go, opening quarter. 8-3 Royals. In the corner for Johnson, working on Jorgensen. Van Bergen with Castillo all over her. A pair of 4s battling there. Plattner will jack a 3. Got it!
What a shot. She had a 3 hit on her at one end of the floor, wanted to redeem herself, gave her one right back on the other end.
So key to the Mariners offense is Emma Platt. Back
Here
the other
comes
way.
the weak side ducking again. Nice job by King, not allowing it.
Jorgensen will drive, kick it to the corner. Castillo saves it momentarily. Plattner chasing down the loose ball, gets it to Clark.
2-on-1 break.
Clark, she's
nice
got
pass.
Johnson. Yep, got her. Lays it up and in.
Textbook 2-on-1 basketball by Clark and Johnson. Clark gets her defender to commit and makes the easy pass for the layup.
It was 8-3, now it's 8-8. Castillo hands it here to Miki. Miki wants to drive, pull up jumper, the lefty, no good. And looks like a little bit of nerves on behalf of both teams coming up short with their shots.
Mariners playing their 3rd game in 3 days. The Royals playing their 2nd game, but also to be taken into account is the amount of emotional fatigue you have, especially coming off of disappointing losses.
Yeah, that's a great point. Caitlin LaFontaine in for the Mariners, as is Shea Johnston. So the Johnston twins are on the floor, and Madeline Hart, the PACWEST Rookie of the Year, who has it now, checks in, as does Simran Burr for the Royals.
Little screen-to-screener action by the Mariners.
That's LaFontaine in her final game traveled. She was plagued by the travel call against her yesterday in that semifinal. 3 times she was whistled for a travel. Her first one here today.
Yeah, she is a very good shooter. I think she just kind of second-guessed herself there.
And Castillo will bring it up. Gets to Beasley, right back to Castillo. The smallest player on the floor. Now down low, that's Beauchamp, and she will go to the line.
So tough to guard the Royals when they're working the 2-post system. You don't want to let Beauchamp get a catch, so you want to stand in front of her, and they have somebody filling in on the backside for a catch. You can see it here. She gets a catch, turns around, and Chase Johnson fouls her.
So Beauchamp to the line looking for her first points of this bronze medal game, and she got it. Rachel Beauchamp averaging 13 points during the regular season. She had 11 points last night in that semifinal loss to Camosun. Her second free throw is good. So she's perfect from the line, and the Royals regain a 2-point lead. LaFontaine on the right wing. Van Bergen stripped there by Castillo, but gets it back. Van Bergen will drive baseline and gets the friendly roll.
Front rim roll for 2. See if the Mariners can string together consecutive stops without fouling here. 4 more minutes of bonus.
Castillo, top to Mickey, almost stolen by Johnson. They find Burr in the corner, no good.
You can't leave her open for too many threes. Simran Burr, 5th-year player, very good shooter.
Beauchamp, however, keeps it alive. Castillo's shot no good, and Mickey tracks down a rebound. Third opportunity on the offensive side for the Royals. Mickey's turnaround Jay, yep, she got it.
Naya Mickey out of Japan, so tough in the high post around the 15-foot range around the basket. She's fast, she can go by you, she'll jab to get you to back off and hit a jumper.
Had 16 points last night in that semifinal loss. In the corner, that's Van Bergen for 3, no good, short, and kept alive by Johnston momentarily, but off her fingertips and out of bounds. Shalina Gaudani will check in for the Mariners. 2 Royals coming in. Sarah Carath will check in for the first time, as will Curtis.
Yeah, Shanice Curtis checked in the game for the first time today. She had a short stint with the Mariners last year and took a bit of a leave and then came back with the Royals this year.
In her 3rd year of eligibility, wearing number 3, she's got the ball now. Curtis over to Burr. Burr is bumped. And we'll see who is whistled with the foul. It'll be LaFontaine. You can see her, she'll be bumped once like a pinball. Bounced again. And will hit the deck. Her first shot no good, however.
The last thing you want to do in basketball is give a good 3-point shooter a couple easy looks at the free throw line to start feeling great about their shot.
Second shot is good.
Nothing but net.
Yeah. And you mentioned that they're in the bonus as well, the Royals. The 15th foul against the Mariners. And Hart bounces that one off her leg, and it goes to the Royals. .3:11 to go. Opening quarter of this bronze medal game. And Curtis will bring it up. Out of Harry Ainley High School in Edmonton. Give it to Mickey now. Left wing, cross court, 2 Royals there. This one is Beasley, she hit it! Beasley, her second 3 of the quarter. She has 8 points so far.
She's loving that right wing right now to get open shots.
Johnston got away with the travel. Give it to Hart now in the corner.
Good
That's
extra pass.
LaFontaine, she got it, 3!
We talked about her being a good shooter. If she just shoots and doesn't second guess herself, she's very effective.
Now Beasley, as the teams trade 3-point shots. Beasley working in the corner, hands it to Curtis. Curtis is bumped, maintains possession.
Great hustle by Johnson.
Out of nowhere, as Johnson, Kira Johnston, comes in flying.
You have to love that. Fearless grit, Kira Johnson. As you can see it here.
Loose ball.
Tripped up, she dives on it. Doesn't care who's in the way. Oh, Shanice Curtis gets bumped in the head there. She'll check out of the game.
2 subs, Burr and Curtis will come out. Castillo back in the ball game, as is Fallis.
Nice job by the Royals. They're really trying to pin the ball on the sideline, keep it out of the middle of the floor, especially forcing Madeline Hart to her left hand.
That's a foul against Beasley. And now Hart. Hart again with Beasley bumping her with the body.
Very physical. She's veteran, doing a nice job there.
Yep. Got Annie. She'll pull up for a jumper. Got Annie, rattles it home. And the Royal lead is cut to 1 with 2 minutes to go.
Nice action there. Her defender gets caught staring at the ball screen. She rejects it and knocks in a 15-foot jumper.
Mickey will get it to Castillo, left wing. Castillo has it lost. Got Annie trying to poke away at it. Castillo still has it, 5 on the shot clock. She will drive, spinorama, scoop shot, no good. Hit the bottom of the backboard, and LaFontaine will clear it. Here comes Hart. Hart gives it to the trailer Johnson. She will streak towards the hoop, gives it to her sister, and she'll go up and in, will Shea?
A little Sedin to Sedin action. And the Mariners find themselves with a 1-point lead.
Now Mickey on the right-hand corner. Cross court, Beasley. Beasley, a nice move. She gets
drive.
to the hoop, but she'll be hammered there. And one of the Johnston twins, I believe, got her. Lost her shoe at the same time.
Wow. She's putting everything on the line. Her body, her shoe.
Her shoe.
She's going for it.
Beauchamp and Jorgensen back into the game for the Royals.
The Royals do such a good job of just constantly wearing you down. They're coming at you on the glass to rebound the ball. They're picking you up full court. They're constantly screening and bumping you. And come third quarter, fourth quarter, that really takes a toll on your body and on your mind.
They had a great regular season, 14-4 during the regular campaign. An upset loss last night to the Camosun Chargers, who find themselves in the championship game. As Beasley knocks down both. Emily Clark, Juliet King back into the ballgame for the Mariners.
You can tell Beasley's fatigued, but she's going to ward away here for the final minute of the quarter and get a 2-minute rest after.
She's been terrific. 10 points in this opening quarter for Beasley. 4 from the line, 2 3-pointers.
She makes it so hard for the Mariners to run their offense. She's taking the point guard out of where they want to go.
Johnson's got her shoe back
Great
on,
move.
gets it to King. King can't get it to go. Castillo is bumped, and then she's away. Castillo on the right side, pulls up, gives it to Beasley, over to Fallis. Fallis will jack a 3, no good, in and out, and Clark will clear the board. Emily Clark gets it here to Madeline Hart. 40 seconds to go in the quarter, 16 on the shot clock. This is Johnston. Got Annie at the top, picks up a screen. Nice
shot.
Yeah, nice fake anyhow. Got Beauchamp up, but she couldn't nail the shot.
See if the Royals will hold for one shot here.
There's a 4-second differential, game clock to shot clock, as Beasley will hold inside that Mariner logo.
This is a great 2-for-1 situation. They'll have the ball to start the second quarter as well.
They get it down to Jorgensen. Jorgensen with 3 on the shot clock. What a pass to Beauchamp, who lays it up and in. Hart at the buzzer, no good. And that's how this quarter ends, with the top-ranked Douglas Royals in front of the VIU Mariners.
My name's Lucy, and I'm 93 years old. My hobbies are baking, reading, and now jumping out of an airplane.
Hi, my name's Judy. I'm 65 years old, and I love skydiving.
Skydiving has always been on my bucket list, and Judy came along and she said she's doing it. I said, well, let's do it together.
This lady's crazy lady. She just loves excitement.
I hear you're quite the daredevil. Awesome.
I don't scare easy. Not before, not during, not after. And it was something I wanted to do, so what's the use of being scared? The sensation coming out, you feel like you're free, you're flying. It's fabulous.
I never wanted to land. I just wanted to fly up there with the birds.
It could become addictive for me.
I'm going to do it again and again and again.
If you just sit there, then you feel of your little aches and pains. It gets worse. Go out and enjoy yourself and do something you like.
Welcome back to VIU. Some highlights of the first quarter. 2017 the lead for the Douglas Royals.
Efficient break there.
Mickey, as you mentioned, that's her shot right from the free throw line. And then Beasley, she hit 2 3-pointers, leads all scorers with 10 points after the first cue. LaFontaine with an answer from the corner.
Sister to sister, Chase Johnson with the left for 2. Final play of the first quarter, great action. They call that elbow rub in basketball. The guard just stopping at the elbow, Rachel Beauchamp curling off her backside for a layup.
Leading scorers, Beasley with 10, Beauchamp with 4 for the Royals. For the Mariners, they had quite a few players get a hoop, including Plattner with 3, LaFontaine with 3. 8 different scores for the Mariners in that first quarter. So balanced basketball for VIU, who were playing at home. Final time this season. 2017 the score, and it will be Douglas basketball.
The Mariners almost stole the possession there. Coach Beauchamp saying, hey, what's going on? It's white ball.
And Castillo will start with the ball for the Royals, and here she comes.
4 high set, look for the elbow rub again. They had success with it last quarter.
Follows, nifty move, picks up a screen from Jorgensen, wanted to go back to Sarah, couldn't find her, now Castillo. All 5'3" of her, hits it.
Nice jumper, pull-up jumper off the ball screen.
That's her first bucket of the bronze medal game. Now Madeline Hart, get it to Clark. Jorgensen on her, the lengthy Jorgensen. Tipped away by Beauchamp, there's a steal. Now Mickey wants to run. Mickey's got Beauchamp, the trailer Jorgensen.
Great pass.
Yep. And up and in.
One.
Great job by Mickey. Even showed a little patience of looping it in there to Beauchamp.
Yeah, she drew the defender. She got right into her sweet spot for her stop and pop and dumped it right down.
Foul called on Emily Clark. That's her first. Beauchamp misses the free throw. And now tracked down by Madeline Hart. Up to Godani. Godani working on Follis. Her jumper no good. Hit the back rim. Loose ball picked up by Castillo. Doesn't have numbers. Cross court now to Mickey hustling down, but Johnston able to tap that one away.
Great hustle by Johnson to get back into play.
Plattner and Van Bergen back into the ball game. There's the great hustle play by Johnston. 19 on the shot clock for the Royals. And Mickey will get it into Castillo. She'll launch a 3, misses. And Van Bergen will clear the board. Here she comes. And Jorgensen, who fouled out last night, picks up kind of a cheap one here.
The Mariners coming back with one of their best transition lineups with Plattner and Danielle Van Bergen on the perimeter. Emily Clark running the break inside.
Here's the replay as Jorgensen just trying to get back on the defensive side and runs right into Van Bergen. I mentioned she fouled out last night, which was an important loss for the Royals. So good on the offensive side.
She's very versatile as well on the defensive side. She's a long defender. She's veteran. She knows what's going on, and you see her there having an influence on the play.
Yep.
As Mickey leads the break.
Right on cue. Then they get to Beauchamp, a little too high for Rachel. And Beasley will come back into the ball game as Follis will have a breath. 8:44 to go of the first half. 24-17 Royals with the lead.
Now, if you're Coach Beauchamp, you don't mind that aggressiveness as a turnover. It went out of bounds, so you have a chance to set up on defense, but you're trying to make fitness a factor as the Mariners are playing their third game.
We'll get to Van Bergen. She will launch a 3 and hit. 5 points in the half for Van Bergen. She now is 28 in the tournament. Jorgensen now Mickey. Castillo. Now Beasley with 10 points in the game so far. Down to Beauchamp. Beauchamp to Jorgensen, streaking to the hoop. Her scoop shot no good. Wanted the harm with the body. And either a late call or a secondary call. Good job. There's the contact. And the whistle didn't come till about now. Jorgensen goes to the line. The first free throw is good. 4 points for Jorgensen thus far. And Madeline Hart wants to check back in. Second foul on Kira Johnston. And her second free throw good as well. So 5 points for Jorgensen as Kira Johnson will step out. Hart comes back in, and they got Madeline Hart and Emma Plattner in the backcourt to the Mariners.
From an offensive standpoint, a great lineup for them. Very versatile. Look for them to get into a lot more ball screens. On the defensive side, their guards are going to have to be really tough guarding inside.
Yeah, as the other direction, there's a lot more of a height advantage for the Royals.
Step back.
Plattner, she got it! 5 points for Emma in the ball game.
A sign of a veteran-savvy guard. When you watch a lot of these really good guards play, whether it's NBA or college, their feet are always moving. They're always tapping into the floor. They're jittery, per se. You never know where they're going to go.
Jorgensen will drive, and ball will go back to the Royals with 9 on the shot clock. And Mickey will send it in. Trying to find somebody, gets it to Beasley.
Mariners shifting to a zone on the base and on the bounce.
As Beauchamp is hammered there by King, and here come the Mariners the other way.
Stop and pop.
And just a short, or she'll get her own rebound. Tries to go down low, finds Clark down there. Jorgensen on her, and Jorgensen defense able to slap that one away.
That's going to be an X-factor matchup over the course of the game.
Jorgensen, a spin move, tried to scoop it in, didn't get it to go, and Van Bergen will give it to Plattner. Here come the Mariners, trailing by 4.
Early ball screen coming here, Plattner.
But a whistle prior to the shot. It's a foul on Emily Clark. And Carath will come back in for Douglas, as Jorgensen will have a breath. Met there by Steve Beauchamp, the coach, giving her an earful. But I think it is a positive earful.
Yeah, you see there, Plattner just leaves a little bit too early and called for the moving screen.
Second on Clark.
There's the elbow rub action. Beasley knocked to the floor.
Burt, she's rejected there by Clark. Clark back the other way. Hands it here to Plattner. Plattner to Clark. 16 on the shot clock, back to Emma Plattner. She'll jack a 3 and miss everything. And LaFontaine will come back in for VIU, as Clark will go have a rest with 2 fouls.
As the game progresses here, you can see both teams kind of finding their identity. The Royals really looking to punch it inside, and if they're going to play big on the other end of the floor, the Mariners looking to exploit them off the ball screen, have their post players come away from the basket.
Beasley's double team there. Plattner comes over. They get the ball to Mickey. Got to get it across. They do. Now Burr. Burr will drive. Nice pass to Beauchamp, who will lay it in.
A little bit of a different look there from the Mariners, and the veteran-savvy Royals have no problem with it. Advance the ball, find the post on a dump down.
Terrific pass. Now on the right wing, here's Madeline Hart. Hart in the corner. That one poked away. Good defense by Burr.
Great hustle by Sarah Carath there to save the ball.
Burr, 2 consecutive great plays, a pass and then that poke check. Now Carath almost traveled. Hitting Beauchamp, streaking to the hoop. Rachel Beauchamp can't get it to go, gets her own rebound, goes lefty and knocks it in. And a timeout by VIU to slow things down as the Royals extending their lead to 8:30 to 22.
Yeah, Sarah Carath making plays on both sides of the floor, being very physical, saving the ball and finding a great pass down the lane for Beauchamp, who collects her own rebound and scores.
Well, these two teams met 3 times during the regular season. VIU winning twice. They won 69-52 and 66-65. In a barn burner, that was at Douglas.
That was a thriller. It came down to a foul on a 3 for Simran Burr to make all 3 free throws. And then the Mariners came out with 2 free throws to win it at the buzzer.
Here's Emily Clark, rejected by Jorgensen.
And she gets one back the other way.
Yeah. Emily Clark has been absolutely terrific. And there's Burr with a little poke check. Regardless of what happens in this game, there's the Beauchamp miss, and then she'll gather it in. I think Emily Clark deserves an all-star in the tournament. I mean, sometimes when your team finishes a little further down in the rankings, you forget about some of those players, but Clark has done all that she could for the Mariners in this tournament. She's been terrific, number 9 in blue there.
Yeah, I really think her and Jorgensen have been great, and they've got some great similar qualities. They're very physical. They play their tail off. They'll do whatever it takes for the team to win, and they're up for the task defensively as well.
And they're veterans, right? Jorgensen, a 5th-year player. Clark, a 4th-year player.
Yeah, despite Douglas losing a lot of players here, I feel like they've really created a culture of grit and work ethic, and that really sets the tone for incoming players and returners.
Speaks volumes about the coaching staff. Steve Beauchamp leading the way. Speaking of Beauchamp, there's a rejection, a second one, but the referee says she got armed on that second block. So Beauchamp hit with a foul here. Here she's playing great defense. There's the first rejection. Right back, and then got her with the body. Beauchamp didn't like the call.
Yeah, nice play call by the Mariners out of a timeout. Chase Johnson, a very good athlete. Let her get a catch at the free throw line and look to play one-on-one.
First free throw misses. And her second one still to come. Out of Salt Spring. One of two twin sisters. That one missed. And Van Bergen with a second opportunity. She can't get it to go. Beauchamp clears the board. Now Burr. Burr will bring it down. Back to Rachel Beauchamp.
Mariners shifting back into a 2-3 zone, looking to disrupt the post catches of the Royals.
At the top, Grath wants to go down low. Got Beauchamp a little too far into the hoop. Tries to get it up and in. Gets her own rebound. She'll be hacked. So tough on the glass is Rachel Beauchamp when she has position. And she will go back to the line.
Despite being in a zone here for the Mariners in a 2-3 zone, their guards are going to have to tag up and come back and help. The post rebound, Beauchamp just a handful as she makes the first free throw there.
7 points in the quarter for Rachel Beauchamp. Second is no good, but Mickey an offensive board. Mickey right back into Beauchamp. Kicks
Great
it back
pass.
out. Beasley for three. Can't get it to go. Carath an offensive board and sends it back out to Beasley. Right back to Burr. Burr will drive baseline. Goes window. Can't get it to go. Mickey fighting for a board. And Madeline Hart will finally collect it. And here comes VIU. They want to run. Plattner. Plattner cross court. Van Bergen for three. Can't get it to go, but she's fouled. I think it was Rachel Beauchamp came flying through. That'll be her second foul in the last minute or so.
Yeah, great skip pass by Plattner in transition there. Van Bergen, you can see, taken out on the right wrist there.
She'll go to the line for three. Beauchamp out of the game. Jorgensen back in. First shot is good.
Quite a simple free throw routine. It's a bit of a grip and rip. Two dribbles and throw it up there.
Second free throw is good as well. Seems to be working for her. Second free throw, or third free throw, is good as well. Much like she does on a three-point attempt. She gets it and sends it towards the hoop. LaFontaine will come back into the ball game.
Yeah, the Mariners are going to have to be careful with foul trouble here. Bit of a 2-2-1 and pressure applied as they fall back into a 2-3 zone.
Now Beasley.
Oh, they've shifted back to man out of their 2-2-1.
They get it to Burr. Burr up to Carath. Burr again. 7 on the shot clock. Carath, she will launch a three and got it. Carath, her first points of the ball game. She averages just 3 a game. She's got 3 here in the bronze medal on one shot. They send it to Hart. Hart will drive. Somehow cuts the defenders and gets it in.
Nice drive by freshman guard Madeline Hart. Squeaks through the defenders.
They get it to Burr on the left wing. Burr will drive. Burr is rejected there, and Hart here she comes. She wants to run. Got Jorgensen on her. Hart will stop. Get it to Van Bergen. Nice move to get inside to King at the elbow. She got it. 4 points for King.
And you see it there for the Mariners. Van Bergen, a good shooter. When she gets a catch at the three-point line, you have to run her off the line, and she makes a nice advance pass to Juliette King for 2.
Now Mickey, baseline. Mickey kicks it back out. Here's Beasley from the top for a 3, no good. And Jorgensen flies in for an offensive rebound. Burr from downtown, got it.
The threes are opening up.
Royals can hurt you with so many different weapons. Now LaFontaine. LaFontaine runs into Carath. No call. Jorgensen's got the board. Here she comes the other way. Jorgensen sends it to Carath. Down low, Mickey had position up and in. And Mickey has now 4 points in the ball game. And a timeout by VIU, 2:51 to go till halftime. And a 10-point lead opened up courtesy of the three-pointer. You mentioned it, and this Royals team can burn you in a few different directions, and Burr is starting to get on fire.
Yeah, what I'm seeing out here that's going to be interesting is both teams are tired, and it's already a physical game. Will things get chippy? Will anybody go a little bit over the top for maybe a little extra shove in the back, or really try and run extra hard through a screen? And you know, they are competing for a bronze medal, but you'd like to see them both leave this gym healthy.
Absolutely, especially the seniors, the old legs of the seniors.
Yeah, despite the fact some of them might be retired after this, but
yeah. Well, we've seen some physical play. Referees are allowing plays to continue as Hart splits the defenders there. And there's Burr left wide open, makes no mistake about it, and hits her first three-pointer of the game. And here come the Douglas Royals out of the timeout.
Yeah, most teams that crash the glass hard will send two players right, one back to half and one back to their own basket. The Royals do such a good job rebounding. Their shooters kind of hang around a couple steps off the three-point line for kick-out threes.
Ellen Follis will check back in for the Royals, coming out of this timeout, which was called by VIU. And LaFontaine sends it to Plattner. Jorgensen showing a bit of pressure. They go into the corner. Johnston off her knee and out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of laning 1-3-1 pressure there. They showed that last night against the Chargers to get back into the game. But the Chargers, led by the hot shooting of Asia Salvador, the zone was no match for them.
She was terrific last night. Here's Follis right to the hoop, sends it up, and she'll be fouled as Body's on the floor. They pulled out those bleachers for the men's VIU game last night. They may want to send them back because you can run into those bleachers. Here's Follis.
Yeah, Kira Johnson called for the block. She wasn't outside the charge circle.
First free throw misses. And Follis still looking for her first point of the bronze medal game. Royals now in bonus. Final 2:36 to go. Second free throw rims out. Jorgensen an offensive board and goes lefty and knocks it in.
That's a great job by Jorgensen rebounding the ball. Gets after it with two hands, keeps it high, puts it off the glass for two.
7 points for Jorgensen. They kick it out to Van Bergen. Her three no good. Gets her own rebound. Will track it down, gets it to Plattner. Plattner sets her feet and jacket. Can't get it to go, and Follis with the board. Ellen Follis, she'll be double teamed. Gets it to Beasley in the corner. That's Mickey. She'll launch a three and miss. Short. And
who else
a
but
rebound.
Jorgensen?
Absolutely. That's Karath now. Gets into the paint. Kicks it to Mickey. 7 on a shot clock for the Royals. They get a down low. Karath. Karath, the scoop shot. She will go to the line as well.
Is anybody keeping a tally sheet on how many times the bodies hit the floor here? Oh my goodness.
We should start.
Follis missing the shot there. Great job by Jorgensen. Keeps the ball high.
Jorgensen again. Karath, meanwhile, hits the first free throw.
And you know, despite the fact it is a bronze medal game, players are prone to do something special in their final game.
Second free throw for the Vegetarian is dropped.
2015, the Mariners hosted the CCAA Women's Basketball National Championships, and the VIU women's team with forward Jenna Carver playing her final game ever at home and of her career finished the game with 29 rebounds.
Wow.
You talk about determination.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And there we have it, Caitlin LaFontaine.
5 points for Caitlin now. 1:30 to go. Opening half of the bronze medal game on the women's side of things. The men's bronze medal coming up around 3 o'clock. Karath sends it in the corner. Mickey will launch a three, no good, but a foul, delayed call on Gaudani. And Mickey will go to the line, courtesy of the bonus. There's a push away from the ball.
Yeah, the Mariners running an ice ball screen defense. They're making a concerted effort to not let the ball handler use the screen. They want to force it baseline. The veteran Royals, that's no problem for them. They skip it out, and Mickey fouled.
Mickey's second free throw is in there. So Mickey now 6 points in the ball game after hitting both free throws. Plattner cross court here to LaFontaine, who had a nice bucket the last time down. Skip pass, Van Bergen, corner, LaFontaine backs up to jack a three and can't get it to go. Mickey with a rebound. And 58 seconds to go, here come the Royals. Beasley gets it up to Fallis. Fallis baseline, cross court, Karath. Karath will drive, hand it here to Jorgensen, now Mickey. Down low, wide open for a moment, King knocks that one away. Fallis inside, Karath, no shot.
Charge called on Fallis.
.43 seconds to go as we'll see it here. Fallis a little out of control. Van Bergen got her feet set, I suppose, and knocked down. And into the game is Rye, for the Royals.
Yeah, the Mariners going to need to be aggressive here against the 1-3-1 zone. See if they can get the ball into the corners or about the key range, the short corner. There is only one defender on the baseline who plays the role of the warrior, as they call it. She has to cover corner to corner.
First foul, by the way, on Fallis. Van Bergen misses a three. Jorgensen with a rebound. And with 31 seconds to go, here she comes. Jorgensen. Got LaFontaine on her. She falls down. Gets it to Rye. Now in the corner. This shot there by Ellen Fallis. A rebound and then a foul, looks like, by Rye on Plattner. And Plattner, as the Mariners are in the bonus, will go back to the free throw line. First time Plattner reaches the free throw line in this bronze medal. Her first free throw is down. Second free throw is good as well.
Timeout called by the Royals here.
17.8 seconds to go. They will talk things over. Last night, in their loss to the Chargers, the Royals shot 41% from the field, 33% from downtown, and 60% from the free throw line in that 71-63 loss to Camosun.
Wow, you look at those first two numbers, 41 and 33, you've got to be pretty happy about that. You know, that I think speaks to the Chargers doing an excellent job shooting the ball well, and they probably had a lot of second chance opportunities, especially with knowing how well the Royals rebound. There we have it again. Madeline Hart squeaks through two defenders for the two.
Burr left wide open, and will drain it. And that's really been the story, is the three-point shooting by the Royals and the play of Jorgensen as she gets a rebound there, goes up with the lefty. And LaFontaine with a pretty move there as well, found an opening. And there's the VIU Blue Crew. The VIU Nation, pardon me, with their buckets and their pails, and we don't see any of those pots for craft dinner today.
Yeah, the paint looks darker today, though. Maybe they did a touch-up job.
17.8 seconds to go. And the Nation right behind Burr, slamming their pails and their drums.
Yeah, Mariners shifting to a 2-2-1, trying to get an early steal. Oh, there may have been a travel in the backcourt there.
They got away with one, I think, did Douglas, with 7 seconds to go. Castillo. Now Burr will launch a three. She got it! Burr's second three of the quarter, and the Royals will carry a 48-33 lead into halftime.
Yeah, nice job by the Royals screening in, and Burr runs off the backside of those two screens for a wide open three, and nothing but net.
So the Mariners will head into the locker room, talk things over. It will all be about adjustments coming out of the locker room and into the second half of this bronze medal game at VIU. 48-33, Royals with the lead. We'll step aside. You're watching the PACWEST Basketball Championships live at VIU.
This is my very first costume. I made it for my very first convention. I realized that, oh gosh, I was like definitely shoved down that rabbit hole. Really, really fast and hard. I'm Julie Townsend and I make cosplay. I've been cosplaying for about 11 years. Started off small, this is it. Then I got bigger and bigger, and then I wanted to make a new costume for every day of the convention, so I was making 3 costumes for the weekend, maybe more. Most challenging is this one. It was armor. It's definitely an art form, definitely an expression of who you are. There's always that new shiny new character that you want to see if you can make the costume from. It definitely goes down that rabbit hole hard and fast. And I don't really want to go back because it's too much fun. So much to do.
Hey everybody, Matt Carter here for Matt About Town. This episode I'm down in the Cowichan Valley for what's going to be an incredible fundraising hockey matchup between Special Olympics BC Cowichan Valley getting ready for us there over my left shoulder and the BC Hockey League's Cowichan Capitals. Look like they're having a bit of a nap actually over my right shoulder. So we'll see if maybe they're be a little bit overconfident about this. And the two teams are facing off for their 4th annual fundraising game. I'm looking forward to meeting some of the athletes getting involved and finding out more about the Special Olympics.
Our guys have done a great job this year in the community, and they take it real serious, and I think it's something they all sign up for. Whenever there's something that comes available, they'll step up and really represent the Cowichan Capitals and the community.
We have a few games, but you know, this one is one of those special ones because we're playing against our hometown team, so you know, you don't get to do that very often, so for the team it's very special for us.
It means a lot for a community that supports us so much, and these kids who love it, love playing so much, to be able to play with them, it's really fun.
I think this is just another example tonight of just a fun moment for the people here and everyone involved, and just enjoying the great game of hockey in the community, and that's what it's all about.
Okay, we're here with Troy McTavish, the Cowichan Capitals just traded. So I got to ask you, what stings more, the shot to the loins you took in warm-up, or being traded before the start of the game?
Well, you know, the shot hurt pretty bad. My teammates don't like me very much, so we're on a good team now, so thank God I got out of that Cowichan Capitals dressing room, and I'm excited to be with my new team here.
What's the reasoning behind the big trade?
Well, you know, Captain McTavish, he was pretty excited to go in net for us, and he wanted to, you know, stop a lot of pucks for the boys, and at the last minute we decided it was best for the team if we traded him over for some futures.
All right, opening goal going toward the Capitals. Tell us a little bit about the keeper there. He just ripped it by.
You know what? I don't think he's a very talented goalie at all, so it wasn't definitely wasn't too hard.
So how does it feel for you to be able to play with the Cowichan Capitals?
Really good. They're a local hockey team. Good to watch their games. It's nice to play with them.
Absolutely. They played well. You played really, really well. Some amazing saves. How do you feel you've played so far today?
I'm okay.
All right, Amber, you've just come off the floor after your first shift of the game. How's the action out there?
Good. It's really good.
What does it mean to you to be able to play in this game?
It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun to play against them.
Three goals for Amber.
So far, I feel that we are doing incredible. We're using a lot of the skills that we have learned over the years, and I think we're doing an incredible job.
This is our warm-up game for our tournament coming up for regionals, so figure out some kinks.
It's always that difficult, but we'll handle it.
I like that attitude. It just means so much to be out there working hard and having fun, correct?
Yep, having fun.
What does it mean to you to see the Capitals taking on the Special Olympians in a game like this every year?
They're just all having fun, and I think that's really good for all of them.
Absolutely beautiful shot there from the center of the floor. Tell us about your goal.
Yeah, it was good. I always know where the angle of that goal is, and I sniped it perfectly.
It was a perfect snipe indeed. You've been just tearing up and down the floor here. What does it mean to you to be out here playing hockey against the Capitals?
It is always nice joy for hockey.
And what do you think the chances are you guys are going to defeat them here tonight?
I have no idea.
What does it mean to you to be racing down the floor, getting a goal, and hearing the roar from the crowd?
It's thrilling, you know. It's you get that adrenaline going, and then you get the crowd going in as well, and it's just like one of those things like you're on top of the world sort of a thing, and it's one of the best feelings I could ever have.
Here at JJ Pichette, normally tending goal for the Cowichan Capitals, just scoring a beautiful goal against his captain, who never usually tends goal at all. Tell us about that play.
Yeah, well, he robbed me the play before, so I thought I'd wait him out and bury one top shelf on him. So humble him a bit, I guess.
You're not too worried about your job prospects with the Capitals, though, watching Troy play, are you?
No, I mean, he puts on my pads, but he's not doing what I can do in there, that's for sure.
So I'm guessing that your strategy now is take away the bottom half of the net.
Oh yeah, this is a new style of goaltending. It's called the flapjack. So I'm just going to try it out here quickly. And, you know, my team's not very good. See here, one comes right there, safe 100% of the time. So
if anyone watching here wants to know more about the Special Olympics program here in the Cowichan Valley, how can they contact you guys to find out more?
I would say go to our website, Special Olympics Cowichan Valley. If you Google it, it's right there. We've got our information for our program coordinator, Kirsten, and our volunteer coordinator, Lynn. Their emails are online, so just get in contact with us. We'd love to have people come out, more volunteers, people to play against. If there's any hockey teams in the community, we'd love to play against them just like this.
Rate your performance so far.
A+. You know, I'm the best goalie there is, so. No.
That was a pretty stellar save.
Mid-interview.
Are you thinking of switching to goaltending full time now?
No.
All right, well, here comes another shot. We'll see how it goes here.
That one's on you guys.
Okay, it's Shaw -1. I think that's fair. All right, we've come to the end of the game here between the Cowichan Capitals and Special Olympics BC Cowichan Valley. The final score doesn't really matter whatsoever. The fact is both teams were out here playing a beautiful game. One quote I want to say, the athlete oath for BC Special Olympics is, let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in attempt. And I think no matter what kind of athlete you are, that's a great phrase, a great thing to mantra for you moving forward. For Matt About Town here in the Cowichan Valley on Shaw TV, I'm Matt Carter. Stick on the ice.
Great segment there. A lot of goals in that Cowichan game. That segment there with Matt, and there's been a lot of goals in this game as well. 5 3-pointers on behalf of the Douglas Royals, and they lead 48-33 at halftime in this bronze medal game. Av, really quickly, it looked like it was a 3-pointer that was really the key to the success for the Royals.
Yeah, rebounding and 3-pointers for sure. Both teams warring away on the glass, and the Royals are very good on the glass.
Let's have a look at some of the highlights of the first half from this bronze medal game in the PACWEST. Johnson lays it up and in there.
Great play to close out the first quarter there. Elbow rub, Beauchamp for 2.
Beauchamp played so well in that first half. They continued to work it inside, and there's Castile with her only jumper of the first half. And there's Beauchamp again. Beauchamp, who had 11 points, 6 rebounds in the first half. And Plattner from downtown. Emily Clark trying to get in, but Jorgensen played really well there.
Gets a block back on the other end, earns it back.
There's Beauchamp again. Rachel Beauchamp just so tough under the hoop, even with the lefty able to go up and off the window. Kraft played a really nice first half as well. She had 5 points. And there's Burr. So good from behind the arc.
And to end the first half here, same play, runs off a double screen, nothing but net.
So 5 3-pointers in the game for the Douglas Royals, and they lead at 48-33 here at halftime of the women's bronze medal game in the PACWEST Basketball Championships live at VIU. Did he make an appearance?
Goalie's dead, and I've been framed for murder.
Extreme Joe, open up. Police.
I'll be right out.
Oh, owie, my shoulder. Just couldn't leave him to the law, eh? Your days of vigilante justice and unnecessary roughness are over, Extreme Joe. Nice coat.
The breeze smells foul in the streets of Sports City. Goalie's alive. I can feel it. This is nothing more than a trap. Not just a trap, a thoughtfully contrived strategy to lure me deep into the goalie's merciless crease. He thinks he can stop the locker room, but I will prevail. It's time to prove to my friends that I'm worth something.
Get in. I know where he's hiding.
We drive to the crease in Old Town, a backwards place where the goalie is a role model and the games have no officiating. I was glad to have Holly on my team.
Wow! We don't get too many celebrities around here. Hi.
We're looking for the goalie.
Eyes to the stage, pilgrims. He's just warming up.
Got it?
Yep. Walk down the right alley in Sports City, and you can find anything.
Former 1980s pop star Derek Schmaltz is back. He's best known for his epic 10-minute love ballads and such radio hits as Girl, I Think You're Radical and I'm Quite a Guy, just like Magnum P.I. Today, his appeal is much more selective as he performs his songs his way without a shred of dignity. Derek Schmaltz, pop icon.
Men do crazy things in life to attract women. This is a song about this one particular guy. He's a bit of a nerd, really, and he's afraid of heights, but he decides he's going to try adventure sports to impress a girl. It does have some consequences. It's called You Want to Tie Me to a Zip Line. You say I am falling. There's nothing to do. You like rock climbing. I like to stay home playing Clue. You want to tie me to a zip line. You want me to go bungee jumping with you. Tie that harness to me tightly, or otherwise we'll both be screwed. You say let's Monkito. Tell me what the heck is that? Oh, holy Toledo. If we fall, we'll both go splat. You want to tie me to a zip line. You want me to go bungee jumping with you.
Welcome back inside VIU as we kick off the second half of this bronze medal game between the Mariners and the Royals. Van Bergen trying to get to the hoop, 10 on the shot clock. Van Bergen will try to hand it to King, gets it back, 6 on the shot clock. Van Bergen's got Castillo all over her and gets it to go.
Bit
Good
of
job
a-
by Van Bergen, who had 8 points in that first half.
Bit of a sloppy possession for the Mariners there, but they're lucky to come away with the 2.
First half stats to pass along to you. The Royals shot 31% and 41% from downtown. The Mariners 33% and only 21% from behind the arc. Castillo bounce pass to Beauchamp, playing with 2 fouls. Fallis will back up. Her shot no good at the buzzer of the shot clock, but there's Jorgensen.
And 1 on the play. Great effort by Jorgensen to get on the glass. Gets a little push on the back, and she'll go to the line for the N1.
7 points in the first half, picking up right where she left off. Another great offensive rebound, as you could see there. Jorgensen had 5 rebounds in the first half. Misses the free throw, however. And here comes Plattner, who had 7 points in that first half. Plattner, little runner from the elbow, no good. Hit the bottom of the mesh, and Mjallin tried to get to it. Couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, nice job by Plattner on the hesitation. She probably could have taken one more dribble and gotten right to the basket for 2.
Leading scorers, Beauchamp had 11 in the first half. Beasley had 10 for the Royals. 8 by Van Bergen, and 7 Plattner on the Mariners side. They had 9 different scorers, did VIU, in that first half. Now Castillo, 6 in the shot clock. Great positioning by Jorgensen, just couldn't get it to go, and Plattner came across and got her.
The Royals just, you can see it here. Emily Clark fronts the post. Plattner a little bit late on the backside, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Nice pass by Castillo, dropping it in there, and Jorgensen, who missed a moment ago, gets her free throw to go on the front end of this. Back-to-back free throw. Second free throw is no good, but Beauchamp, an offensive board, kicks it out to Castillo. Castillo to Beasley. They work the ball around baseline. Fallis, no good. Jorgensen, another rebound, but can't get that one to go. Van Bergen clears, and here comes Plattner now. Plattner, left-handed dribble, switches to the right. 16 on the shot clock. Now she'll drive with the lefty, poked by Castillo, and Beauchamp will get the board, and here comes Fallis.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get Plattner some ball screens getting to her right hand. She's going to her left, and primarily there she's got a runner.
Wide open underneath was Jorgensen. Great pass by Beauchamp, and she just lays it in.
The lead's ballooned to 18 here. The Mariners are going to need to try and chip away.
Here's Clark. Clark goes lefty, hacked by Jorgensen, and Emily Clark will go to the line for 2. Emily Clark still looking for her first points of this bronze medal game. She's working tough there on Jorgensen.
Yeah, physical battle between those two. They're jostling for position with their elbows.
Her first free throw is good. That's, like I said, her first point of the bronze medal game coming into this action. Had 27 points through the first 2 games. And gets both here.
Mariners coming with a little bit of full court pressure.
It's light, however, as they back off. Castillo brings it across the line. Right wing now for Fallis. Fallis, Beasley, and Plattner are banging bodies, and Plattner are going to be whistled for the foul.
Yeah, she may have sold that one a little bit. Veteran play. Plattner called for the foul.
Hart, will come in. Mjallin will check out. That's the 3rd on Plattner. 7:40 to go, 3rd quarter. Cross court to Jorgensen. Jorgensen, spinorama, can't get that to go. Beauchamp had the position, but King tipped it around. Then Emily Clark winds up on the floor. And a push against, I think, Jorgensen. That'll be her 3rd. And Mickey will check back in. So Jorgensen, who fouled out last night, has 3 fouls here, early stages, second half. And she'll sit. Mickey will come in, and here come the Mariners offensively. There's Clark. Gets it to Van Bergen, who's been relatively quiet. Now Clark at the top. Long jumper, no good. And Beauchamp clears the boards, and here comes Beasley right up to Castillo, trying to tiptoe on the out-of-bounds line, loses the handle, and back to the Mariners.
Beauchamp so good at rebounding at both ends of the floor. You could say she's been well coached, and, well, her dad was her high school coach at Holy Cross.
She doesn't know any better. No other coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes Hart. Gets it into the corner. That's Plattner for 3, no good. And Castillo will grab the board. Here she comes. Castillo wants to run. Castillo, nifty move, gets to the hoop, can't get it to go, and Clark with the board. Plattner right back the other way.
Plattner surveying for Van Bergen here in transition.
But Castillo played her well. And into the left wing, there's Plattner. Nice crossover move, gets the hoop. Can't get the shot to go, but bumped by Beasley. And she'll go to the line with Bird checking back in for the Royals. Johnston for the Mariners.
Yeah, nice job by Plattner. Sells it like she's going to use the ball screen going right, rejects it going left, and draws the bump. She'll go to the line for 2.
King will come out and have a seat. Castillo will have a breath as well for the Royals. Plattner to the line. Her first free throw is good. That's her 8th point in the ball game. Second free throw. And it is no good. Now 3 for 4, but an offensive board by Johnston, and she's hacked and will go to the line. Great positioning offensively for that board by Johnston. Beauchamp now with 3 fouls. So you have Jorgensen and Beauchamp with 3.
The Royals with an all-veteran lineup on the floor. 4 of these players were a part of the team that went to the national tournament last year, and Mickey was the one that was not. She was away from the team and took a year off, and now she's back.
Johnston's second free throw is good. Rattles home. Now 1 out of 4 from the charity stripe. And here's Mickey now. Now Beasley. Beasley with Planter all over her. 12 on the shot clock. Follis got Hart creeping up on her. Trying to use Beauchamp, does. Follis gonna go to the hoop, can't get it to go. And a charge. It's Emily Clark setting her feet, and Follis runs right into her. Already the 5th team foul against the Royals.
She put her head down and drove, and Clark was there early, took it right on the chest.
So the Mariners going to be in bonus for the next 6 minutes, 17 seconds. Here's Van Bergen. Van Bergen, spin move, trying to work into Burr. Misses the shot, Follis with the board, and here she comes. There's Mickey. Mickey, as Burr streaks towards the hoop, doesn't get it to her. And now Follis. Follis from downtown, no good, and Hart's will clear. Royals traditionally not a super good three-point team. They showed some three-point ability in that first half, as that one is missed. Beauchamp will clear it now.
A lot of perimeter shots are falling short, and you got to wonder if fatigue is starting to set in a little bit for both teams.
Quick turnaround by the Royals, losing last night's 6 o'clock game, and the Mariners playing their 3rd game in 3 days. All at 1 o'clock.
Plattner with the strip there forces the tie-up with Beasley. Guarding the ball, gets her hand in, looks to hit the floor. Beasley uses her body to shield the ball.
Couple of veterans right there, isn't it? Plattner and Beasley.
These two have been a great matchup as well.
Speaking of veterans, Beauchamp and Follis will go have a seat, with Rye and Caruth coming back in for Douglas. 10 on the shot clock for Mickey. Has it poked away by Hart, out of bounds. Back to the Royals, but only 8 seconds left in the shot clock. And Kara Johnston will come back in. And Plattner will go have a rest. So both Johnston twins are back on the floor for VIU.
Yeah, the Mariners on a 4-0 run. They've cut it to 14. Let's see if they can try and get it to 9 by the end of the quarter.
6 on the shot clock. Burr left wide open. 3. Can't get that one to go. Tipped by Rye, but Clark will clear it. Here she comes. Emily Clark runs into Beasley. No call. Van Bergen partially blocked by Burr. And now Hart steps on the out-of-bounds line. Turnover to the Royals with 5:10 to go.
Danielle Van Bergen pleading for the foul call there. She took the 3. She felt that she was hit on the hand.
Tony Bryce thought so as well. He's actually left the bench area to cool his jets. So angry with that one. Rye now back up to Beasley. Now Mickey. Mickey wants to drive on Clark and sends it to Johnston.
Nice defense by Clark.
Johnston has the wrong colored jersey.
Madeline Hart with a little stop and step through.
And Clark with another rebound. Back to Hart. Hart driving baseline, runs into Beasley. It's a block on Beasley. And going to the line will be VIU.
If the bronze medal game is this physical, I can only imagine how physical the gold medal game is going to be.
Oh, it looked like she may have been there early.
That's well, they haven't assessed the foul yet up on the score clock, so we don't know how many Beasley has as of yet, but it's got to be at least 2 for Amber Beasley in her final game in the PACWEST as well. And you look at these veterans, we talked about it early on. 6 fifth-year players, and Burr, Mickey, Beasley, Carath, Jorgensen, and Follis, all fifth-year seniors. I talked to Coach Beauchamp before the game, asked him about Rachel, his daughter, in her 4th year, and she said, oh yeah, or he said, she'll be back next year for her 5th and final season, the reigning PACWEST Player of the Year.
Yeah, you have to give credit to previous coach Courtney Gerwing. She did an excellent job, brought these players in, recruited a lot of these players, and you know, set them up. She took a year off, and Coach Beauchamp came in and helped them capture the provincial championship.
Speaking of Jorgensen, she gets a great pass here from teammate Beauchamp. Jorgensen's had their whale of a game so far. The best Royal on the floor for Douglas. Jorgensen had 7 points at halftime, has now 12 points in the ball game, the only scorer for the Royals in this second half thus far.
Those 5 points may have came in the first minute and a bit too. She's currently not in the game with foul trouble, but she's been a handful on the glass.
Coming out of the timeout, Royals will send out Mickey, Carath, Burr, Rye, and Beasley, who does have 3 fouls as they've assessed it now. And Johnston's first free throw is good. Johnston, go ahead, Bab.
Bit of a turn of events for the Royals here, as now they're the ones that are in foul trouble. And the Mariners will be bonus for the next 4:40 of the third quarter here.
Second free throw rattles in as well. The Johnston twins, Hart, Clark, Van Bergen. And did I miss someone? Van Bergen out there.
Van Bergen.
Hart, Clark, and the Johnston twins. Rye has it. Cross court. That's Beasley. Beasley 8 on the shot clock. Gets it to Mickey. Cross court. Burr has to go through her hands and touches the out of bound line. And right back to VIU. 53-41. Douglas with the lead. But Mariners have momentum with 4:18 to go third quarter.
Coach Beasley begging for the switch. He wants Beasley off of guarding Madeline Hart. Doesn't want her to pick up her 4th foul. And she'll just be a bit of a rover in the defense here. Look to help around in the paint.
There's Hart. She traveled. And a turnover right back to the Royals with 4:05 to go. 53-41 the score in favor of the top-seeded Royals.
Yeah, give a quick shout out here. We've got the Mariners VIU's president in the house, Ralph Nielsen. Dr. Ralph Nielsen.
Good steal there by Johnston, and she'll collect it. Hands it here to Hart. Hart back the other way. Goes off Mickey and out of bounds. 21 on the shot clock, plenty of time. Castillo will check back in. Follis as well for the Royals. And coming out, Rye and Mickey will have a seat. And Hart on the baseline will send it in. Gets it to Johnston. Shea Johnson, nice move, goes trying to go up and under, and no foul call. Again, Tony Bryce goes for a bit of a run. You can't believe that there was no foul call. Now Beasley. Here to Follis. Follis. Dribbling in the corner. Carath now. Just came back on. Now Burr. Burr in the corner. 5 on the shot clock. Baseline jumper. Good by Carath.
That's a big shot. That ends about a 5-minute drought that the Royals had without a field goal.
Tony Bryce back on the bench area talking to the official.
Yeah, he's not happy.
No.
He felt that she was fouled as she drove baseline there, Chase Johnson.
Here's Kira Johnson now over to Van Bergen with Follis on her. Clark at the elbow.
You can't let her go left from that spot. Spins back to her right.
And Burr will clear the board. Here's Castillo. Castillo back to Burr. Burr inside Follis. Gets it to Carath. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Now Castillo. Castillo hands it here to Beasley. Looking for some room to maneuver. Tries to drive. It is rejected there by Johnston. And Shea will clear it. Here comes Hart now. Good defense by the Mariners. Hart pick it up in the corner. This one tapped away by Burr. Back to VIU, 14 on the shot clock. Now Kira Johnson will send it in. Kira looking for Hart. She has it now. Clark. On the wing, with Van Bergen. Follows on her. There's
Great
Clark.
action by the
Long
Mariners.
Jumper, can't get it to go. And Castillo will clear.
A little curl and pop action to get a catch at the free throw line, and that's where the Mariners are quite successful.
There's Castillo. Now Bird back to the top. Beasley, 14 on the shot clock. Follis from downtown, no good. And Clark with another tough rebound, and here she comes. Emily Clark. In the corner, Kira Johnston. Looking for Shea down low, but they get to Van Bergen. Nice pump fake. Van Bergen to the hoop, can't get it to go. And Follis will clear, she wants to run out. She'll bring it across the timeline, pull up and give it to Beasley. Beasley will hand it here to Burr. Burr, hand it here to Castillo. Castillo stops now. Karath, high elbow, she can't get it to go. And Kira Johnson to her sister, and now Hart.
Yeah, Mariners playing a bit of a smaller lineup, quite versatile. They're switching all the ball screens now.
Now Hart. Hart working on Follis. Shea Johnston, she will drive and can't get it to go. This one picked up and in the corner by Beasley. Here she comes. Clark is trailing the play.
Numbers advantage for the Royals here.
Now Castillo. Kicks it back to Follis. Follis cross court, Beasley. Beasley will launch a three, in and out. Karath with a rebound and will go window and in.
Nice job by Karath. Second chance points are huge. And she gets an offensive rebound for the putback.
9 points in the game now for her. Now Van Bergen. On the right wing, now they dump it inside to Clark. Clark is stuck, 9 on the shot clock, kicks it back out, Johnston. Johnson 6 on the shot clock, her long jumper no good. And Beasley will grab the rebound. Kira Johnson in there as well for a jump ball. Mickey will come in for the Royals. Platner and LaFontaine back in for VIU. Clark will have a breath. Van Bergen will sit down. And Beasley will have a break as well. Jump ball, now that goes to VIU. So they have it under their own hoop. 24 seconds on the game clock, 14 on the shot clock. Looking for Platner, she has it in the corner.
Has to tiptoes the line, yeah.
She did. 10 on the shot clock. Platner looking for some room. Inside, Johnson 4 on the shot clock. Johnston muscling her way in there, can't get it to go. Loose ball, Mickey will grab it, get it to Castillo.
You got to match up with Simran Burr here.
5 on the game clock. Castillo is stuck down low. Good defense by Johnston, and time will expire here in the third quarter with the Royals in front. 57-41 going into the final frame of this bronze medal game. We'll take a short break. Once again, the score 57-41. You're watching the bronze medal game live from VIU at the PACWEST Basketball Championships.
If you're living on Vancouver Island and you're not retired, you're probably doing something quirky to make a living. I'm Sheena Mccorkadale. I am a graphic artist. They're portraits of cats placed on old master paintings. I have an art gallery, a cat kennel, and I do ceremonial white dove releases. 1, 2, 3. I have just over 50 doves. They're all white, so they don't have names. They are white rock doves that are crossed with homing pigeons and racing pigeons. This is Grandpa. You can see that he still has some of the flecks. They've been known to fly up to 1,000 miles. For myself, I've actually let them go from West Vancouver and they come home. Doves over the centuries have been associated with peace, love, freedom. They incorporate themselves into events very easily. And cage number 1 would be a wedding, engagement, memorial, anniversary, special events.
Welcome back to the bronze medal game. VIU and the Royals from Douglas. Some highlights from the third quarter. Sarah Jorgensen has been terrific. Jorgensen 12 points in the ball game. Great pass by Beauchamp. Jorgensen again. And Karath from the corner. She had a big quarter under Beasley, but rejected there by Johnston. She played well in that third quarter as well. And then Beasley from downtown misses the shot. And Karath A pretty rebound, lays it back up and in. And we go to the final frame of this bronze medal game. Royals will start with the ball, and a foul on Castillo, a push-off, offensive. Just to run down the leading scores, Jorgensen has 12. 11 for Beauchamp, who was kept off the scoreboard in that third quarter, 10 by Beasley. For VIU, just one player in double digits, that's Van Bergen. She has 10. 8 from Plattner, and just 2 from Emily Clark.
Castillo going to pick up her second foul here. She's got her hands all over her. And it'll be Follis instead as Madeline Hart drives hard to her left hand.
And you got to believe, if you're Tony Bryce, you're telling your girls, go to the hoop, try to draw some more fouls, because, as you mentioned in the third quarter, the Royals are in foul trouble right now, especially with some of their big-time players.
Yeah, you definitely want to be the aggressor, regardless of what the score is. You know it's your final game of the season. Go down swinging.
Madeline Hart, her third point of this bronze medal game. Second free throw is in and out. No basket, as LaFontaine got a little too anxious and greedy, pushed off. A foul on her. That'll be her second. It's here in the bottom left-hand corner, a little shove.
Just a little bump, yep. Called for the foul.
At least she made the basket. Just in case.
The Royals have anticipated a loud atmosphere. They've got cue cards holding up as to what action to run.
Now it's Burr. Mickey. Now, this is Mickey, pardon me. It was Castillo that fed her the pass. It's Beauchamp down low. Beauchamp.
Nice action.
We'll get it to go.
So difficult to guard when you've got two actions running at the same time. You've got a screen on one side of the floor and a screen on the other side.
Plattner comes up short on that three-pointer. Now Burr wants to run, gets it up to Mickey, and then Johnston, like a safety, came across to break up the long bomb thrown by a quarterback.
Yeah, nice pass by Burr over top, and Johnston didn't want to give up the easy layup.
Ooh.
Just clipped Nania Mickey there.
No call from the official.
Her fourth foul of the game.
There's Mickey right there. Looking to send it in. Yeah, you're right. That's the fourth foul on Johnston. Now Burr, pretty ball fake. Burr drives. Jumper, no good. Caught nothing. Saved by Mickey. Follis will have that pass intercepted by Johnston. Gives it to
handoff
Plattner.
in transition. The no-look pass.
And it's good to go.
Excellent job running the break. See if that could pump some life into this crowd.
Great job running the floor. Shea Johnston. Beasley ready to check back in. Castillo picks up her dribble, gets it to Burr. Jorgensen's going to come back in as well. Now Castillo down low. Beauchamp kicks it back out. Castillo launches a three, no good. Back iron. Follis fighting for the rebound. It'll be Johnston's bodies are on the floor again. Now Hart. Hart will drive inside. Johnston is bumped and gets the hoop.
And one on the play. And the crowd is into it.
There's the replay. Good pass by Hart. And then a bump by Burr.
Nice job by Johnston to finish the play. See if she can get the old school three-point play with the free throw to come here.
Follis and Castillo will go have a seat.
Yeah,
Jorgensen back in.
Coach Beauchamp's had enough of that. Doesn't want the Mariners to make a run here in their home gym. X Factor Jorgensen back into the game.
The free throw is good. So Johnston with 10 points in the ball game. Mickey going to run point. Johnson on her, 15 on the shot clock. Now Burr. Burr hands it here to Beauchamp. Back to Mickey, 7 on the shot clock. Mickey will drive, get it to Jorgensen. Jorgensen back to Burr, three-pointer, good!
Big shot, nothing but net for Simran Burr.
10 points.
Looking to kill the momentum of the Mariners.
9 of those points from downtown, and Plattner answers with a three.
Big shot. Plattner says you can't kill our momentum. Gets one right back.
12-point lead, now Burr.
Bit of a disjointed possession for the Royals here. They're unsure as to what they're running.
That one off the body of Plattner. A headshot to Beasley. Van Bergen will check in. You know, the cue cards might be for Burr, as we see the replay, but Burr wears hearing aids. She might take them out for a game because of all the sound.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she would.
And she's on the floor, and I have been seeing the cue cards go up when she is on the floor, so that's potentially why
Yeah, that
those
could
cue
be a big
cards.
factor, yeah.
And they get the ball into Beasley.
Little Raptor action ran by the Royals there, over-under.
Jorgensen can't get it to go. Shot clock was winding down, but Jorgensen will go to the line.
Nice sweep through by Jorgensen.
2 Mariners there, just getting the shot up there. First free throw is good for Sarah Jorgensen.
Their official couldn't chase down the rebound off the make there. Overran it.
We've got to deal with Mariner Nation doing the worm in and out. And the worm worked. 13 points for Jorgensen. Hart now. Hart will do a spinorama and get it to go. Burr will bring it up the floor.
Can they get it to 5 by the 4-minute mark?
Now Beauchamp.
Elbow rub down the lane.
Beauchamp gets it back. Mickey will drive baseline. Inside to Jorgensen, who is grabbed, and she will go to the line. And we might see the worm again from VIU Nation.
Great technique on the worm, too.
Inside to Jorgensen, streaking towards the hoop.
Great dump down pass by Nanaya Mickey there.
First free throw is good without the worm.
The cameraman might have killed his vibe there.
There he is. You can see him in the background yelling. And it worked. Mickey with an offensive rebound, tries to find Beauchamp, throws it off her foot. And here comes the Mariners. Plattner wants to run. Plattner trying to get to the hoop. She does. Scoop shot. It is good. 5 points in the quarter for Plattner. Burr right back the other way. Burr pulls up. Now Beasley will just grab it from her. Beasley drives baseline. Her shot is good off the window.
Such a physical game we've got going both ways here.
It's the first basket for Beasley since the first quarter. She has 12 in the game now. Plattner's picked up her dribble, trying to find somebody, finds Emily Clark. Clark a long jumper, no good off the back iron. Beauchamp with the positioning, gets the rebound. Here comes Beasley, she sent it up to Burr. Burr's gonna drive, Burr window and in.
For 2. Timeout called by the Mariners. That's a big bucket there for the Royals.
68-54 in favor of the top-ranked Royals. After the disappointing loss last night in the semi, the Camosun Chargers, they played very well here, bouncing back in what is arguably the toughest game in a tournament. Come back after seeing that your gold medal hopes go by the wayside after a loss, and then coming back to this bronze medal game in a short turnaround for the Royals, losing last night the 6 o'clock game.
Yeah, it's a very difficult situation. We've been in that situation on the national stage, and you know, a couple of years losing in the national semifinal, having to play the next morning to get into the bronze medal game. They make you play an extra game. Nice 3 there by Plattner. Comes off the ball screen to her left.
Answering the Burr 3-pointer, then a pretty spinorama by Madeline Hart, who's been good. Plattner, the quarterback of this offense, just flicks it in. And then
Beasley.
Right back the other way. Goes lefty and off the glass. Amber Beasley, as I mentioned, her first bucket since the first quarter.
We've talked a lot about how many great veterans there are in this league, but how about the freshmen? There's been some tremendous freshmen from Madeline Hart. Langara had a great freshman on their team, as well as CBC at freshman post.
Nice to see CBC in this PACWEST playoff, first time ever. And you hope that they will be back sooner than later.
And so much excitement around the program. The Bearcats are still in the house. They're hanging out for the tournament. And I think it's a great learning experience.
Mialan, who just checked back in, has it now. 15 on the shot clock, splits the defenders, loses the handle, and here comes Burr. Burr 5 points in the quarter, gets it to Mickey. Mickey right back to Burr, open 3, shot no good. Little long, Beasley trying to track it down and ends
Great
up
effort.
3 rows into the bleachers. Amber Beasley, her final game, her final quarter in PACWEST basketball.
The Royals shifting back into their zone.
Here's Hart. Hart gonna drive. Is handled by Johnson. Mialan now, she'll drive, gets into the paint, kicks it to Johnson. Johnston will try to go window, misses. And Beauchamp with a big rebound. Johnston all over her, and she flicks it to Burr.
The Royals have a lot of trust in Beauchamp defensively. They're running a 1-3-1 defense, but letting her play in the paint, whereas normally the post is at the free throw line.
Beasley to Mickey, 10 on the shot clock. Mickey, hacked there by Mialand. And as the time starts to tick away, we're going to see, I would imagine, those fifth-year players for the Royals on the floor for the majority of the game. Playing in their final quarter. Now Steve Beauchamp wants to talk things over as Mickey will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, it'd be bonus for the remaining 5 minutes here for the Royals.
Her first free throw is good. Staring right at that Mariner Nation. The blue paint on their bodies. Making a lot of noise. Second shot by Mickey is good. She has 3 points in the quarter, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. In the corner, Van Bergen.
See if they can work the ball to the short corner here. Nice skip pass.
Mialand, her shot, no good, and Mickey with a board, and here she comes. Mickey, almost double dribbled. Got it over to Beasley. Beasley will bring it across down to Burr. Burr waiting for the offense to develop, picks up a screen from Beauchamp. Hart battles through that one. They send it to Jorgensen, 5 on the shot clock. Now to Burr. Burr steps to her left, launches a 3, no good, didn't touch anything, and it'll be a shot clock violation as that 3-point attempt misses the rim.
The Royals so tough offensively. They set 9 screens in that possession alone. Talk about contact and wearing you down, getting hit. Different players getting hit 9 times.
Wow.
9 screens.
Plattner back in the game for the Royals. Pardon me, for the Mariners. Johnson, that's Plattner now. In blue. Cross court, that is Van Bergen. Into the paint, rejected there by Beauchamp.
I guess that's why the Royals let Beauchamp stay at home in the 1-3-1.
That shot no good. And right back the other way is Plattner.
Probing.
Plattner trying to find Clark, but it's ricocheted. And now here come the Royals. Mickey. And tries to save it, but out of bounds. As Follis will check back in. Caruth as well, a pair of fifth-year players. As Burr will have a seat. Jorgensen looks like will sit down as well.
Yeah, we'll see if they'll get one more shift or if that'll be it for the fifth years.
3:53 to go. And here comes Plattner. Gets it to Hart. Hart in the corner, Plattner. Cross court, Van Bergen for 3, no good. And Beauchamp will collect it. Van Bergen's been cold here today. Now Beasley. Beasley with 10 on the shot clock. Gets it to Follis. Follis on the side for Mickey. Mickey scoots her way in and will get the bucket and the harm.
Mickey, a left-handed player, getting to the middle of the floor to her left hand, as you can see here. Little shot fake, gets to the middle, draws the contact on Chase Johnson and gets it to go.
Mariners will call a timeout as well before Mickey's free throw attempt. 72-54 in favor of the top-notch Douglas Royals. And they'll talk things over with their 6 fifth-year players.
Yeah, and you know, regardless of the outcome here, it's great to see both coaches coaching from start to finish. You never want to coach based on situation. You owe it to yourself, your players, and your returning players to always coach start to finish, whether you're up 30 or down 30. And some fans may find that a bit odd, or some coaches may not like that, but I think that's great.
Yeah. For you, an assistant coach with the VIU Mariners men's team, who do you lose after this season?
We graduate one player, Bryson Cox, fifth year, so regardless of win or lose, he'll be playing his final home game tonight as a Mariner. And talking about a first year, Madeline Hart spinning to the basket there. Nice little hesitation by Plattner for the scoop.
Beasley going left. And will lay it in. Down the floor. Burr who's had a great game here today, will lay that one in. And coming out of the timeout, Van Bergen's rejected by Beauchamp.
And regardless of situation or graduation, it's always tough to graduate a point guard. They're often the extension of the head coach on the floor.
There's Mariner Nation banging their pots, and Mickey will sink it regardless.
Back in the 1-3-1, looking to cause skip passes and bounce passes.
Madeline Hart sends it here to Clark, mishandles it, gathers it up, now Plattner.
Nice
in
one
the corner.
more.
Van Bergen for three, she got it.
Gets it to go.
13 in the ball game now, full court pressure by VIU. Need to get some hoops and get them quick. Beasley picked up her dribble and Clark sends that one out of bounds. 2:49 remaining. It's Emily Clark, what a tournament she has had. Number 9 in blue. She'll go back defensively as Mickey will send it in.
Oh, Plattner almost had a steal there. Beasley, bob in the head, looking to draw the foul call.
Caruth with a jumper. 11 points for Kraft. And Plattner now. Plattner will launch a three, short. Tip to Van Bergen. Van Bergen right back to Plattner. Why not try again? Got it!
Tough for shooters to miss two shots from the exact same spot.
8 points in the quarter for Plattner. And they'll send it across. Now Mickey, 2:16 remaining. The lead is 15. Beasley on the right wing, 10 on the shot clock. We'll give it here to Mickey.
Can't let her get middle to her left hand here.
Plattner falls down, Mickey continues on, gets it to Beasley. She'll jack a three right at the shot clock buzzer, no good. Beauchamp fighting for a rebound, but it's Johnston with the good positioning. And now Emily Clark. Clark right to the hoop, and got it to go. Hesitation by Emily Clark, you could see, wanting to challenge the defender. Beasley going right to the hoop, gets the harm, and gets it to go in.
Little stutter step, finds the gap, and bolts right through it.
Mickey and Carath will leave the game. Jorgensen back in, as is Burr, for the final 1:51 of this bronze medal game. And Clark trying to complete good old-fashioned three-point play. Her free throw, no good. Tapped out by Johnston. Clark has it.
See if they can kick it out for a three here, a quick one.
Clark kicking
there
it to
you have
Plattner.
it.
Corner, didn't get it.
Oh.
And Clark will track it down. Jacking a three is Hart. Too strong, and Burr will collect the rebound. And here come the Royals. To Jorgensen, who wasn't ready for the pass, and it goes out of bounds. And Kira Johnston will check back in. And having seat will be Madeline Hart.
Likely seeing her final shift here this season, and what an excellent freshman season she's had.
Johnson trying to get it to somebody. Does send it in the Plattner. Plattner.
Madeline Hart's dad in the crowd today, Rick Hart. He was her high school coach and Mariner alumni. Played for the Mariners here.
Jorgensen may be whistled for the foul here. No, it's Beauchamp. That'll be her fourth. And Clark, there she is, will go back to the line.
Nice little slip to the basket. Clark draws the contact, and you can see Beauchamp coming over top there.
First free throw is good for Clark. She's 5 points in the contest, but has been oh so good on the glass again here tonight. I should say today. And the second free throw is good.
We could have had a long day and it feels like nighttime, but we've got a ways to go here.
Burr will get it across. Her
Another
pass.
turnover.
Yep. And this game's not over yet with 1:19 to go. The full court pressure has really hurt the Royals. There's Burr a couple of turnovers on errant passes, and here comes Plattner.
Aaron is looking for a little pick and pop action here if they won't switch. They got it.
Clark for three,
Off
no
the
good,
mark.
air ball. And the Royals will send it in.
Can't be upset about that. That's a shot you were looking for. You got it.
And the Royals will call a timeout to advance the ball, 75-64. And there's Ellen Fullis in her last game as well. Mariners will talk it over. Tony Bryce got those nice white shoes on today too.
And the white belt.
Yeah, looking good. Trying to live up to Matt Kosminski.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they award a most stylish coach, but I think he'd have to be up there. I certainly will never be in running for that award. I'm compliant more than I'm stylish.
Yeah.
Then I had Mickey there going middle to her left hand and one. Fell hard to the floor there.
Three-pointer. Mariners Plattner, her second attempt, got it to go. And there's Emily Clark. Terrific tournament for Emily Clark in her 4th year. She'll be back as a Mariner as well next season. Arguably, I would imagine stronger, better, smarter as a veteran player entering her 5th and final season.
The VIU Nation in full effect.
Even the blue on the beard. Commitment. The focus of the chant. 1:09 to go. Follis trying to send it into somebody. Backdoor cut to Jorgensen. Jorgensen has it, kicks it back out to Burr. Burr. Van Bergen all over her. Now Jorgensen baseline. Follis just about traveled. Got it back to Beasley. Royals are killing time, and now Johnson fouls Follis, and she will go to the line for 2.
And that'll be her 5th and disqualifying foul.
So Kira Johnston, one half of the Twins, will depart. And Madeline Hart, the rookie, will check back in.
And credits to Kira Johnson, made tremendous strides in her 2nd year. Didn't play many minutes a game in her 1st year, maybe about 2 or 3 minutes a game, and she's really become a defensive catalyst for the Mariners.
Believe it or not, that is the first point for Ellen Follis. Second free throw. It rattles home. So timeout by the Mariners, as I was going to say, for Kira Johnson. Just 2 points in the game, but as you said, tremendous strides this season.
You know, her and her sister Chase Johnson came in as freshmen twins last year, and Chase, unfortunately, in an exhibition game against UBC Okanagan at Immaculata, she tore her ACL and I believe her meniscus as well. So she was out for just over a year and returned in the 2nd semester this year. And it's so great to see her out playing confident. And you know, ACL injuries are common, as you see the Mariners also had Avery Snyder with an ACL injury, and hope to have her back next year as well.
She's eligible to return then?
Yep, she is. I believe she's only played 3 years of eligibility, perhaps 2, so hopefully she can make it back. I know she's been working hard on her rehab, and you know, ACL injuries are just terrible in athletics.
Correct me if I'm wrong, last year the women's team went through a series of ACL injuries.
Yeah.
3 or 4, I believe.
I know Snyder did hers, Stephanie O'Sullivan did hers as well. And I think there was 2 other players there that had an ACL injury or meniscus injury.
Yeah.
It's just really unfortunate.
Yeah. Coming out of the timeout, the final 54.7 seconds. 77-64, Royals with the lead, trying to claim the PACWEST bronze medal. And the Mariners have it on the offensive side. Madeline Hart trying to get it in. And she will find a Mariner in the corner. Van Bergen, no good on her 3 attempt, and Beauchamp with the board. And Burr now. Burr gets it across to Beauchamp. Beauchamp will just hang on to it. Now Burr trying to kill as much time as possible. Burr with Hart all over her. This is Follis, now Burr.
You see the Royals likely subbing out Beauchamp here to let Sarah Karath be on the floor for the final seconds of the game.
If they can get a whistle, as Hart sends it to Van Bergen. Van Bergen tracks it down in the corner, 16 on the shot clock, and this one will bounce out of bounds. And here comes Karath. And you're right, Beauchamp will have a seat.
Very classy move by Coach Beauchamp there to let the 5th years be on the floor at the end of the game.
18.5 seconds to go, 14 on a shot clock. They get it to Plattner. Plattner picks up a screen from Clark. Plattner will jack a 3. Bank! 3 3-pointers in the 4th quarter. And the Royals want to call a timeout as well. It was hard to hear, but I'm pretty sure I heard bank.
Yeah, may have.
The replay.
Little step back, side step to her left. Glass, but it did swish, so I mean, I think that negates the need to call bank. I'm making up my own rules as we go.
But that's a good rule, actually. I like that.
You'd have to have a rim sensor or something like that.
Tony Bryce chatting with his 5 players on the floor. The big loss was Victoria Brown as well. You could see her center screen there. She's a big post player for the Mariners.
She was having an outstanding year for the Mariners as well, and unfortunately had a knee injury in practice, I believe, and she's had to miss the tournament. I'm sure that's very hard for her.
Well, the VIU Nation has recruited another member. Got to get some blue paint out, however.
Good recruiting class for them. Future prospect.
Coming out of the timeout, the lead is 10 for the Royals. And here come both teams.
You know, one team's going to have to lose here, but I mean, I hope both of them are proud with how much grit and determination they've played with over the course of the tournament.
Shot clock turned off. The final 10 seconds of this bronze medal game. Beasley might just hang on to it, and she will.
And you can see players on both sides quite emotional.
The Douglas Royals will win PACWEST bronze after a gold last year. They'll win bronze here today, 77-67. And as Av mentioned, some tears. Bittersweet for some of these players for sure. High hopes of going back to the national championship.
You see Amber Beasley giving her dad a hug there.
Must be nice. Pretty special moment to have your dad on the bench as well in your final year of college eligibility. And Beasley will lead the handshakes. Ellen Follis as well, her final year. Carath, Jorgensen. A lot of hugs. Former Mariner giving hugs as Curtis is a couple of hugs. Emily Clark as well. There's Curtis with her t-shirt on giving hugs. 77-67 the final, the men's bronze medal game coming up. Roughly 3 o'clock. It'll be a little bit later than 3 o'clock because the teams will get an opportunity to warm up for about 20 minutes or so. And they still have to give out the medals here today as the two coaches shake hands as well. Tony Bryce in his first season with the Mariners, Steve Beauchamp in his second season with the Royals. And the Royals lining up on the line, going to receive their bronze medal. They shot 33% during this game, 27% from downtown. Got 22 points, 34 points, pardon me, from the bench. The Mariners counter with 31% from the field, 26% from downtown. But there were quite a few players, 5 players, 6 players in double digits for the Royals. Rachel Beauchamp, 13 points, 13 rebounds. Jorgensen, 14 points, 7 boards, a couple of assists as well. Beauchamp even had 3 steals.
Yeah, big stat for the game. And I'm sure there's a correlation between the two. The Royals shot 34 free throws and had 29 offensive rebounds.
Jace Johnson being awarded the player of the game. She had 8 points, 2 rebounds, 4 steals. She had the hustle points, no doubt about that. Jorgensen, a pair of 12s, named players of the game. Jorgensen, again, the line on her. She was 4 to 15 from the floor, 14 points, 4 offensive rebounds, 7 in total, 2 assists. And there's the 2 ladies, along with Stephanie White, part of VIU. And as the Royals are handed their bronze medals, I think it's safe for us to step aside and once again say so long. And the final here once again, you can watch the medal presentation, but the final, Douglas 77, VIU 67. Congratulations to VIU on a terrific season, and congratulations to the Douglas Royals, PACWEST bronze medalists. So long from VIU.
And when he turns down